Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Oh, my fucking God. I feel like my mouth's on fire. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Turn it off. Turn it off.